Eating big to get big. Welcome to a full day of eating on the bulk. Let's get into it. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Big J. I am trying to get huge for a couple pro shows next year. I just got my pro card and I am trying to actually do some damage in the league. So buckle up and welcome to a full day of eating on the bulk. We had a pretty late start this morning, honestly. I normally wake up at 5:30, but I ended up waking up at 7. And if you've been keeping up with the videos, you know I like to train in the morning. So right when I wake up, I immediately need to fuel myself for a workout. This little pre-workout snack has honestly been my go-to recently. I normally have some sort of bread. Today I had sourdough, and then I toast the sourdough, and then we top it with 1 serving of almond butter and 2 servings of organic strawberry jam. Alrighty, we just finished up meal number 1, but we might have a little bit of a predicament here. So it is currently like almost in the teens in Texas, and all the roads are icy. Car is icy. Look at that. I don't even know if I could get out of here. How y'all doing?
What's up, man?
It's too cold for us. Alright guys, well, funny story really quickly. While I was showing you guys the icy roads, as you can see in the clip before, I met our neighbor. Finally met our neighbor. We've been seeing each other across the driveway for like months now, and we finally got to meet. Turns out he has some Filipino in him too, so he gave me some cookies from a small business. What a kind gesture. He said these were gluten-free, then he said these were oatmeal raisin or something like that, but that was super cool, super not planned. But Bree and I are going to try one of these cookies. We're gonna have to guesstimate the macros on these, but we're bulking, so nothing has to be absolutely perfect. So let's try out the neighbor's cookie. Hopefully he didn't poison us. Damn, that is insane. It's like not soft, but I don't hate it. I don't know if it's because it's cold too, but he threw it down with these, I'm not gonna lie. He got down with these. We'll have Bree try one for the video real quick. Gluten-free cookie.
Oh wow, that is really good.
And of course, as you can see by the cookie, that was something a little bit extra. Shout out to my neighbor. Now let me quickly run you through the chest portion of the push day I hit today. Chest honestly is a muscle group I need to bring up. It was by no means a weak body part, but if I really want to be competitive for men's physique, you need to have a massive chest. So I started off the session with one of my bread and butter movements, the Smith machine incline press. Now honestly, at this gym, the weights are a little bit heavier. I could normally do 2 plates and a 25 for my top set, but as you can see by the video, I'm only doing 2 plates and a 10. Now for this movement in particular, I opt for around 3 sets. That's typically on the higher end of a workout when it comes to the amount of sets I hit for that given workout. But Smith machine incline press is my favorite movement of all time. I really don't mind using a little bit extra volume for this exercise. Upper chest is specifically one of the huge focal points I need to bring up in this off season. So I am hitting a incline movement right off the start when I am fresh and when I have the most energy. After the incline Smith machine, we are going to move on to a pec deck fly. This is more for the middle chest. Really solid movement. I like to do more of a pressing motion rather than a fly. I feel like I can move a little bit more weight. After that, we hit an incline hammer strength press. Now, you might be wondering, this might be a little redundant, but I feel like I don't mind using some extra volume on the upper chest to really try to bring up that shelf. And this is a converging machine press, so the function is a little bit different. I feel like it could target my chest a little bit better. And then to end off the workout, we have a machine dip. This is a great movement for the lower chest. And of course, as you can see by the screen right here, we are posing. This is the current physique update. I woke up at 183 pounds this morning. So the bulk is going really well. Things are moving really well. I'm keeping things lean. I'm getting strong. This is one of my best sessions in a very long time. Just wrapped up a killer push day session. Hopefully y'all enjoyed that breakdown of how I'm hitting chest. Now, after an intense, huge, big training session, we need to refuel, we need to feed our bodies. Let's get into meal number 2. Meal number 2 is honestly gonna be pretty quick for me. 6 ounces of chicken breast, 270 grams of white rice. Meal number 2 is underway. Shout out to my neighbor, Brandon, who I just met this morning. I'm gonna have myself another cookie because I'm not gonna lie, he really got down on these cookies. They're good, so post-workout treat, we're gonna have a cookie. Cheers. And then of course, another cookie courteous of my neighbor. The reason I want this meal to be kind of quick is because Monday is a huge working day for me. I typically spend a few hours on my computer. I do client check-ins and just do a lot of deep work within my business. I like to have some fun with my meals. I don't like to eat chicken and rice every single meal. This meal in particular, I was craving a burger. So I kind of made an anabolic version of a burger, high protein, kind of changed the breading a little bit. Normally I like to use keto buns, but for today we opted for some English muffins. So the stats on that is gonna be 2 English muffins, 200 grams of ground beef, 90-10. We have 2 servings of fat-free cheese. We have 25 grams of light mayonnaise, and then of course, on the side, I had 2 servings of tortilla chips. Taste test of the anabolic burgers. Let's get into it. That is insane. Meal number 4, we're gonna have another simple meal. All we're gonna have is 150 grams of lean ground beef and 200 grams of white rice. All right, 2 things really quickly. Number 1, this is the world's best sauce. You heard it here first. We got Cholula chili lime hot sauce. Literally I could pour the entire jar on one meal. So good. Number 2, as you can tell by this full day of eating, I don't believe in vegetables. They're overrated and I don't eat a lot of them. I'm not gonna lie, I gotta be honest, I gotta be transparent. I don't eat too many of them. The only vegetables I really do eat are probably like bell peppers, onions, and then avocado, but then avocado is a fruit. So I don't really eat vegetables. I don't recommend that, but yeah, this is gonna be meal number 3 or 4, whatever number this is. Cheers. That's fire. And then to wrap up the night and this full day of eating, we have meal number 5. Actually had to take a little trip to Costco for this meal because I really wanted to have some fruit in this full day of eating. So we have 5 ounces of chicken, we have 150 grams of pasta, and we have 230 grams of pineapple, 1 apple, and then 2 small cookies, again, courteous of my neighbor. I believe this is gonna be it for Big J. We have a pretty heaping meal here. We have a little bit of kind of a stir fry. We got some chicken, some noodles, and I cooked it in some soy sauce. And then of course we have some fruit over here to the side. We have some pineapple, apples, my favorite fruits at the moment, and then we have the 2 more cookies essentially that Brandon gave us this morning. So we're gonna end off the night on this. Macros, of course, will be discussed at the end of this video. I'm gonna chow down on this because this actually looks pretty good. Let's taste test both things really quick. Stir fries busting. Y'all know what pineapple and apple tastes like, so you don't need to try that. Here's the cookie. This one is gonna be oatmeal raisin. Cheers. These cookies are fire. I said it before, I'll say it again. He got down on these cookies. I don't know what he's putting into them. Maybe I don't need to know. But these cookies are fire. That is going to conclude the full day of eating. Again, the goals stand true. We are still pushing to try to place very high in the Urine Cup. I want to get in the first callouts. I want to win a pro show in the OCB division, and I want to sweep an NPC local show. If you don't know, NPC is totally untested. There could be people on copious amounts of gear. Obviously, I am a natural bodybuilder, so I think it'll be fun to see where I stack up against these guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this full day of eating. The total macros for the entire day is going to be 105 grams of fat, 530 grams of carbs, and 235 grams of protein. Y'all have an amazing day. I have been loving pushing out these YouTube videos for y'all. Like and subscribe on the video right now. I would really appreciate it. Other than that, that's gonna be a full day of eating with Big J. We'll see y'all later. Peace.